Hey guys, welcome back to the channel here. Today we're going to be talking about lineups, as you already saw, lineups and kind of how to make them. I'm going to be using my low rank German 1.3 lineup just so you guys can get a good. This is more directed to newer players. So first I'm going to explain real quick what lineups are. And then I'm going to quickly go over the vehicles I have in them and a few tips for making your lineups. And then I have a little bit of gameplay towards basically the bulk of the video is going to be some gameplay kind of showing the vehicles that I used in this lineup. I only actually used one, but um, it was the best thing I got for this lineup. I didn't have a whole lot of time to get ready, so I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so getting in here, what is a lineup? So when you first come into the game, you're going to come down, let's say, this is more to the newer players, as I already said. You're going to see the, all this stuff. You're going to want to make, I would always suggest doing realistic battles. You get more from it. It's the most, for me, it's the most fun. You can actually like hide and get into sneaky positions and all that. Arcade, everybody knows where you are, and they know where to penetrate you. And vehicles like the Flak Panzer 1 are not very effective. Just they're open topped, and you can't hide with them as well. Realistic is just the way to go. It might seem a little more harder in the beginning, but if you don't play arcade in the beginning like I did, it was more harder for me to switch over to realistic. But I got it pretty quickly. Start with realistic. At least try it. Try a few battles. Don't just try one. You know what I mean? And you lose. Try 4 or 5. And anyway, so now that that's settled, you have your this is for a realistic, because when you build an arcade one, it's going to be a little different vehicles, which I'm not going to go into because I'm not the expert on arcade. I only have like 15 hours in it. I got my Panzer IV F2, and then I ended up switching over to realistic. So this is realistic BR 1.3 German lineup. I can talk more about other countries or other things if you guys want later. I'll definitely be able to. I'm thinking about doing that, and a review slash my best tips. That'd be easier to do when I have better editing software. If you guys know of a good editing software, please tell me down below. That's like free. So far, I've actually just been putting it on my phone and doing it. Which kind of sucks, but so I can't, because I can't really do as much with it. So it's lesser quality content, which I don't like, but hey, it's what you got. So that's what I'm working with, and when I get a better editor, eventually, you'll start to see better content, and you guys will probably be able to notice when I get it. Anyway, so so you want to have your tank realistic battles, and then a lineup. So a lineup is this. When you first start, you're only have 2 vehicles normally for each country, because they're reserve. If you can see here, the reserve right there, or in the tech tree, reserve right there. Those are going to be your 2 reserve vehicles for Germany, and those are what you get free right off the bat. They're fully maxed out. They're all ready to go. They're mediocre. All the reserve vehicles are going to be pretty mediocre. People like to argue about it, but they're all pretty balanced and mediocre. They're not supposed to be, like great vehicles. And in War Thunder, everything has a weak point somewhere. Even if it's like a jumbo and, you can't really kill it from the front, the sides are pretty thin. But anyway, Reserve BR 1.0. So a lineup is the line of vehicles you have down here. You get more crew slots. As you will see when you come in, you can recruit more crews. You can recruit 5, and then you have to start using Golden Eagles to go farther. So these are all the vehicles here that I have in mind. If you start in German, this may be too late, but if you guys are not playing the game yet, there'll be a link down below to start playing. If you guys want to do it right now, now that you know how to do the lineups, you kind of have a little bit more information, you can jump right in there and start learning the maps. Start with German, because you'll get this. This is the best starting vehicle, and it's going to help you grind it out faster, because if you look down on the very bottom, now it's on the bottom of your screen to the right, max vehicle research efficiency, that down there, premium vehicles give you more. They're premium vehicles, so they're normally kind of like special vehicles that, for instance, this is a Panzer III M with this short 75. or this is a captured T-34, so it's a German T-34. That's what premium vehicles are, and they'll research everything faster, and they give you more silver lines, this currency, faster. So the lineup that I am using is a Panzer II-C. This is what I'd recommend: a Panzer II-C, Flak Panzer I, and I'll get into why I have these vehicles in there and what purpose they serve when I get there. Panzer II-T, which I'm not going to go over because I would recommend either putting the Panzer II-F or the Panzer II, preferably this, if you can get it. I would suggest doing this, and then if you get somewhere where you're more sniping, have something like this. It doesn't have to be this, but something that's a single shot that you can snipe with more available, because the 20 mils are not good at range at all, but they're extremely good at short range. Anyway, I'd use this. I'd just do full Panzer C's, 2Cs, and a Flak Panzer, and then have the 38T and the 217. So speaking of the 217, this is the plane that I'm using. This is more personal taste. This is a lumbersome, bigger aircraft. Can be difficult to bomb. Not the most effective at bombing, but if you get to strafe targets, the 20 mil up here is gonna shred them a lot faster than the rest of the guns you're available to. Unless you're Russian, then you get the special. Then you get 20 mils, but for the Germans, this is the earliest 20 mil I believe that you can get. It's got some rounds in it. I mean, it's got 400 rounds, which is pretty good. So you're not gonna really, if you're not just like shooting into the air, you're not gonna run out too quickly. So that's really why I use this. And then it's actually got pretty good machine gun cover. Got one 7.92 down there, one up here. 7.92s at this BR can be very effective. If you hit the target, they shred the biplanes apart. But normally most biplanes only have 2 of them, so normally you can out-survive them with your durability, and if you can land enough hits, you can take them down pretty quickly. Monoplanes, same deal. They're normally all pretty thinly armored unless you get, you're in a full up tier and you get, I don't know what the other stuff you could see, but you get 2.3, like a Yak-1. That's going to take you out very quickly, if they land their shots, of course. So that's why I have this. You could also run a HS-123, excuse me, or an HE-51, which I would not recommend. But you could do an HE-112, which I would not recommend either, because it's basically an HE-51 that's slower and can survive a little longer. Gun-wise, is what I mean. It's got 2 7.92s and 2 7.92s. Same amount of ammo, everything. If you started, I guess you would. If you started in air at German, you could use this. This is the 1.3109 is not bad, and it's also right here if you want to use it. So those are your aircraft options. Aircraft, I think, is more flexible. Now this is really, I spawn in this. Well, since I have this, I spawn in this normally after these two, and or if I need to do more sniping, because you can get better rounds with it. So it's got better than 40. It says 47 right there, but you get this round, which has got, which has got 68, and then you have Panzer, which gets 93. So you can really penetrate everything. Panzer is going to go down with range, as you can see there. By 500 meters, you're only down to 49 millimeters penetration, but at closer ranges, it's very effective. Same with this. This actually does have Panzer 40 as in APCR version as well. So those are the vehicles that I would suggest for your lineup. Again, this is what a lineup is, and a quick tip for making your lineup in anything: air, navy, helicopters. Well, helicopters, I guess I can't say that, but yeah, really anything. The common rule is, and what I learned the hard way is, you don't want to run down this tree, or for instance with aviation, I ran straight down this. I was using HE-51s. I was using everything super low, and then I would use the BF-110C7, which before it got upgraded, which I totally understand. The 1,000 kilogram bomb totally makes sense. I'm very happy about that. I believe it was either 2.3 or 2.7, so I just had the 88 and the BF-110, which is okay, but I didn't get this till towards the end, and when I kind of switched more to ground forces. Anyway, it didn't. I didn't have it wasn't the best selection that I could have done, aircraft wise. You don't want, and that kind of goes for tanks too. I kind of shot down this to try to get the Tiger, like have fun in custom battles. But then I soon realized that I have this like high Panzer III J1, but I'm running it with let's say a Panzer IIIe and something like this, or Panzer IV F1, which is still decent at that. But what my point is, you want to build a full lineup. So as I have down here, a full 1.0, 1.3 lineup. Then start researching the next thing. Not shooting down one. You research the Panzer IIIe, you get the Panzerjäger 1, you get the whatever else is 1.7, which I'm not seeing here. Well, those are really the only two. So 2.0 would be a better example. You get the 2.0 Sturmpanzer, run a you could run the 38T.F. Those are kind of be in between, but you're gonna go through those pretty quickly actually. Once you get to 2.3, you can actually build a lineup. You can have this Duke 3A, Panzer IV F1, which are both good vehicles. You can have kind of a backup. Well, you can actually do a Panzer IIIF if you want, or you can have a backup of your Panzer IVe. You can also run the Sturmpanzer if you like derp. You can. 2.3 is where you start to get a better. You can actually build a lineup in German, other than 1.0. Otherwise, you kind of have a few strangled vehicles of 1.7, 2.0 in here. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I'm going to shoot you guys into some gameplay in a second, but hopefully that makes sense. Just, you want to have a full lineup and not one high vehicle. Same with if you were to buy a premium vehicle. At least I would suggest, get the Tiger 1, or better yet, get the Panther. Get the Tiger 1 before you have vehicles from this that you can run with vehicles from this, if that makes sense. When I do get Golden Eagles, I'm going to get the Tiger 1P. That is my favorite vehicle, regardless. In the game, I don't know why. I think it looks really cool, and it's quite effective. So that'll be what I'll get when hopefully eventually I can get that. But if that makes sense, don't go buy. I wouldn't buy premium vehicles till you kind of play the game pretty well and you have a feel for what they all do. And when you do, buy them carefully and buy them that you can run them with stuff, they add to your lineup versus are your lineup, if that makes sense. They add to your lineup. They're another good vehicle, but they're not your only good vehicle for that BR. I would suggest getting premium vehicles only because they'll help you research everything else faster. They twice as much RP, and same with you get more Silver Lions, which are helpful in buying stuff. I don't have 1 million because of that. I actually got 1 million from the random battles. Anyway, I got it from a crate, and then I had more than 1 million, but I actually just bought some stuff, new vehicles. So that's kind of why I'm down. Anyway, that's what I would suggest. This is a lineup. That's what lineups are. That's kind of how to build my biggest tip, hands down, is going to be, and the biggest thing, I keep stating this over and over again, but it really made it difficult for me, and I couldn't figure out why. And that is, you want to have a solid lineup of stuff that is around the same BR, or, if you're really playing to earn stuff and not just, like, have fun, like, for instance, playing the Squeezy Boy at top tier, that's just for fun. But when you're playing a solid lineup, you want to grind out the tree, you know what I mean? Get things about the same, like these two, this and this, same BR area, and so they're the same level, and don't just rush down the tree. Anyway, there was that rant, and I thank you guys for listening. Now we're going to get into some gameplay and kind of see how, and well, really why I love the Panzer II so much, and why I would suggest really filling your lineup with them. Hey guys, what's going on? Today, well, you guys already know what the video is about. I don't know why I'm introducing this, but so I'm gonna be going after C here with my I'm spawning at the northern spawn point and going after Cap C and the Panzer II C. I normally always play C on this. I just find it to be I play it best. I kind of like how it's all set up there. Seriously, bud? Really? Thanks, Hans. Just I wonder what they do. Do they just like does Hans just like lead Hans? Does he just like open the hatch and his top hatch and just like kind of truck one out the top and that's. I wonder how they do that. Or if I wonder if it's or it's on the bottom because I can't try to figure out like with Panzer IV. Panzer IVs until you get the smoke launchers. Those don't have smoke launchers. They have like smoke dispatchers, and it seems to be more in the rear of the vehicle. So that's what I'm saying. Hans might just like kind of just like chuck the grenade, or not chuck it because that would be a launcher. So he just kind of like drops it out the back of the turret, and I don't know. You have to watch out. You don't expect it, but sometimes they can already be here, and they'll scare the heck out of you. They do me. You kidding me? Panzer GR40, yeah, that's not going to hurt the wall. Really? Seriously. Alrighty then. Is that dead? That looks dead. That is dead. Well, that was a little embarrassing, but expertise. So I'll be moving kind of along the back side. Oh, there's another wall. I'm kidding. Okay, this won't work. Turning around. I wonder why I never see Panzer II. With your stock round, it will, because it got an explosive filler, but with this, there's no explosive filler, so it's not going to hurt anything. Period. I mean, it hurts tanks, and it goes through the wall. It doesn't explode on the wall. But yeah. Oh, there's something here. Did you guys see that? Come on, back up. Yeah, there you go. It's a truck. Repower. What is capping C? Oh, it's a M22. Do we have guys? Good, he's down there, so hopefully I'll be relatively safe. If they come around the front there, we get the M2. M22, I mean M22. Which is what oh no, it's a B1. I don't want to rush out because I saw more. This is stupid, I know, but for the team. Got it. There we go. You have to get flat sides to kill it. Yep, I saw a tank down there. You have to get... Oh, no, BT. Ah. Good, the BT's down. More damage. Just sit here and... If I get lit up again, though. And if you guys wonder why I'm just, like, dumping all my rounds, it's because with the Flak Panzer, you don't always need to do that. But with this, you normally do because it runs out of rounds. So, you have to basically dump all your rounds in. Oh, there's something else. Alright, I will move Panzer IV's going out there. I'll come in here and then move back out if needed. Oh, we got both of those BTs on BT5. So I'll move out over here, I think. Go watch this side. Sounds like I hear a bit of rounds going off. Just gonna kind of sit here. I don't want to spawn camp, but I do want to kind of let our guys trickle into. Oh, there is something over here. He's probably going to. He just got hit. It's not down. Watch my left. Not that I could necessarily do much, but I could risk it and pull out. Nail them. I don't know. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to break away from into B, which is fine. He's right there. That was pretty good. Just 2 rounds, knocked the engine out. Alright, yep, I'm moving into, they're pushing C. Gonna move in and see if I can defend it. If I can get down here, because they're about to probably overrun, not necessarily overrun, but they're gonna take C pretty easily. So if I can get back here, I'll be able to hide enough. So if something comes on to C, I can get out. Okay, there is something out at the shack, it looks like. A sniping shack. Yep, BT. That's how I like it. Now if he comes back, though... I think I will end up kind of moving. Is there something else? No, they're not. Sure, I'll grab it. I just know that BT is most likely coming back. So this is probably pretty stupid, but... Oh, wait, you can get into... You can cap it from this side, I forget. Don't shoot me in the back, please. Oh gosh! Good gosh. Good, got the gunner from that. Oh, T-26. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. My goodness. All the stuff. That AA car is gonna be back. I think it just showed up down there, so I'm gonna see if I can flank that T-30. That T-26. Unless, did it just die? No, it didn't. The AA did. But that T-26, that probably is the BT that I shot. There we go. Yeah, normally you can just pop a single round in. Might as well refill my clip. Good, we got C. I should have capped it when I was there. I had a feeling that there was stuff, and I heard machine gun, and then I heard machine gun, so I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's stuff here. So, but as you guys can see, it's pretty good example of, 6 kills. This auto clip, it is really good. I mean, and since you can penetrate really everything. What was that? He has no idea where that came from. But now I crippled him, which is nice because probably thinks this is that pains you too. Is he still there, I wonder? Try dumping a bunch of rounds into there. Okay, so we got the LVTs down. We got guys over here. I will move up, I think. Actually, I should probably grab a crew member. My load. Let's speed my loading up. Let's go grab the crew member. We got that guy right there. He's. Oh, goodness. The driving seems to have deteriorated. I don't know why. But. I'll grab the crew member. I can hide behind this if needed. Actually, you can. There's no real need for precaution. I'll just park here. There we go. Yeah, we got. I don't think, unless they make a comeback, but they don't know. They don't have the players. We won this. It's pretty good though. I feel that was. I feel like that was a pretty good battle. With yeah, they're on A. I was waiting for that though. I figured they would probably go for A. Got this spawn covered. I might just drive straight across the map down to. We got this spawn covered. I might just head down to the southern spawn and A. I just feel like that would be most effective. And I should be able to just blitz it. I know there's not going to be anybody coming from their spawn. And if there is, hopefully I'm fast enough. My strategy 101. This is 30 though. Wow. I don't know if I would have done that with this 30 though, just because of the artillery. All of a sudden you got like 10 artilleries on you since the rest of your team's dead. But here, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I totally agree with Fly Daily when he says this is the, and everybody else really when they say that the Panzer II is the best. It's not reserve, but it's almost reserve. 1.0, 1.3. Definitely, in my opinion, it would be the best. Out of all the countries, second being the BT-7. I like the BT-7. This plays pretty decent. I wonder what that is. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Nope, not today. I'll come around this side, I think. Well, no, because he's on this side of that building. So I will have to stay this side. I just don't really want to die right here at the end. Yeah, the guy flanking, he's distracted him. There we go. Commander fuel tank. I think he pulled out, but yeah, there we go. He's down. Somebody over there? What's that? BT-5. Where's the BT-5? Probably at their spawn. Right? Where the heck is that BT-5? Yeah, I see it. You see the movement down there? There he is. That is a thing. See if that brought any attention. It keeps getting spotted. It's a medium tank. Thanks for the dust. I think I can see the edge of it back there. Yes! Woo. Good game. Yeah, so that is a really good example of the the why the Panzer II-C, and now you know just without the armor, but 10 more rounds, the um, Flak Panzer I they're great vehicles. Definitely must get if you guys haven't gathered that yet. Yeah, they're very good vehicles. Lackets of Hansage, but everybody has, where would we go? Do I have a? I think this is my. Yeah, well, this is 2.3, but still, your BT7 here. Still, three Ivans and a Boris. Well, 2 Ivans and a Boris. Lackage of Ivanage. Lackage of Ivanage, lacking a Nigelage for the British. You know what I mean? You get the picture. There's not many crew members, period, and things are meant to kind of die easily because you guys or the people that are playing this, they're new players, which is total. I understand, and that for me it makes. I mean, it makes sense. You do have. Panzer III, I believe, has like 4 or 5 crew members. Should have 5, I think, right? Yeah, five Hanses. But yeah, so please make sure to tell me what you guys think of this. If you guys like this type of review, I'm thinking to maybe do more of a vehicle review on separate vehicles. This turned out to be more Panzer II-C review, but at BR 1.0, 1.3, that's really all anything is Panzer II and Flak Panzer I review when you talk about lineups. So I could hopefully make maybe a better video about higher. Tell me what country and maybe what rank. I have the most stuff in Russian and German. I can do a 3.7 Russian, 4.0 German. Soon, hopefully 5.7. I'm gonna get the Panther in not too long. I just started actually. That last battle was the first battle I've done researching it. Just got the Panzer IV. So which is 4.3, and I think it should be 4.0. If you guys agree, just tell me down below. Tap Hansage if you guys say Hansage below. If like Hans like German Hansing. Anyway, I think that died. But the Panzer IV-H, I think it should be 4.0 because all it has is bazooka skirts. So really, you're just protected against heat. That's the only reason why this is any better. Otherwise, it's Panzer IV-G. Which, yeah, 4.0, that makes sense. And then I'll have Tiger. I have the Tiger, and I'll get the Panther. So hopefully, from there on, we can move on and get the Dickermax and the Nashorn, which is probably what I'll run. The Dickermax may be a little underpowered for 5.7, but Nashorn certainly will be plenty. That's going to cut through anything we see. So I'll have that, and then we can get the Panther A, which will be great because of turret rotation. Anyway, nothing you guys really need to know there. I just kind of launched into that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and tell me more. Tell me if you guys want to see more of stuff like this, vehicle review / lineup creating, tips and tricks for new players. I've thought about doing what some of the things that I would suggest doing for newer players. That may take a little longer to make of a video, just more clips and stuff, but I could probably do something like that if you guys want. I'd be happy to do that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching the channel. Happy tanking.